Hello fellow cine enthusiasts, my name is Christina and welcome to another Let's Get Reels movie review. Today's movie I will be reviewing for you is the 1977 Japanese horror film House. It is one of the weirdest fucking movies I have ever seen in my life. And I'm gonna be dropping a lot of F-bombs because that is the only way to express how weird this movie is. I fucking love House. It's weird, and here's why. So House begins with a group of girl students. They are going to this one girl's aunt's house. This girl, his name is Gorgeous. They all have like nicknames. They don't really have like real names. So there's Gorgeous, Mac, Professor, Fantasy, and yeah, I forget like most of their names, but those are the ones that I remember. And they decide to go to Gorgeous's aunt's house. Gorgeous hasn't seen her aunt in a really long time. Her mother had died when she was young, and she just hasn't seen her aunt in like a really long time. So she writes a letter to her aunt asking if she and her friends could come and stay at her house for a few weeks, and they're gonna have some like a chaperone, one of the teachers from their school, come and meet them at her house and, you know, spend time there as well. So the aunt's like, okay, you know, you can come and stay with me for a while. So they take a bus and they get up to the village where the aunt lives, and it's like really weird. It's like very desolate. The house looks like very desolate, very like, you can just tell like there's one person living in this house. It's like very ominous. So they go inside, and the aunt is like an invalid. She's in a wheelchair and she doesn't really move around that much. And you know, the girls are like, oh, okay, we'll help you clean, we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll cook for you and everything. And then weird shit starts to happen. Before I forget, one of the stories, like the main points of this story, is that during World War II, the aunt had lost, I'm gonna say it's a boyfriend, I'm not really sure, it might have been like her fiance. She lost him in World War II and she was devastated, and there's just like, that's kind of like the side story, so it explains a lot of what happens in this movie and why. It's really super weird. But like as the night and the day go on, like weird shit starts happening. So Mac is a girl who's always hungry. She's always looking for food, and she had gotten a watermelon, and the refrigerator doesn't work, so she goes and like puts it in a well, because the aunt said that like the wells were like the original refrigerators. I think after dinner, Mac goes to get the watermelon from the well, and all of a sudden she's like sucked into the well. And the aunt comes back in like a little while later, and she's like looking a lot better. She's walking, and they're like, oh, what the hell happened? Why are you walking? And she's like, oh, I just needed to lay down, I'm better. And Fantasy goes outside, and she's like goes to get the watermelon, and she pulls up like Mac's head, and it's like, oh shit, stuff is about to go down. And I'm just gonna give you that weird like death, I guess. So fucking weird. And it's like one of those movies that like one by one the girls all get picked off, and they get picked off in the weirdest fucking ways. Oh my god, they are so funny. One girl, I'm just gonna give it to you because it's hilarious, and I think it's in the trailer. I'll put the trailer down below, leave a link. She gets like eaten by a piano, and oh god, it's freaking hilarious. Like, I was dying laughing. I don't know what more I can say about House other than that it's like super fucking weird. Like, I loved every minute of it, because the whole time I was sitting there I was going, what the fuck? What is this? What am I watching? And when a movie can get me to have that what the fuck reaction and like what the hell is going on, like what just happened, and if it has me like laughing too and thinking it's like brilliant and genius and like totally stupid, I love that. Like with a lot of like movies, certain like cartoons, like I'll give the example like Rick and Morty. I think Rick and Morty is like one of the most genius things on the face of this earth, but it is so ridiculous, it's so stupid and just so funny. And like even in that show I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like I can't believe what I'm watching. House isn't like Rick and Morty level genius, but it's like just to give you an idea of how like I think it's brilliant, because it was able to able to mix like the horror and a little bit of drama, but also like a shit ton of comedy. And I think that's great. Like it really, like the comedy in it like diffuses some of the horror elements in it, and it just, the whole movie, even though it was like super weird, it was just so much fun to watch. Like I was just like, I need to get this movie. Like as soon as House was finished, I was like, yes, I need to get this. And it's not really, what I like about it is it's not like 70s like slasher porn. Like to me, a lot of the old school horror from like the 70s is a lot of like slasher porn. Like at the time you had Halloween, you had Texas Chainsaw Massacre, things like that. And this was just like, some of the scenes are just like hard to explain, like certain, like I said, certain things, the girls get picked off one by one and they get picked off in like really weird ways. So it's not like slasher horror, it's like comedy kind of horror. And the comedy, as I said, diffuses like the scary aspects of it, but like there's not really like scary, like, you know, there's scary scenes, but it's not like, oh my god, like I'm not sleeping tonight. So I absolutely loved House. I first heard about it when I was on Tumblr and I was looking for things for the movie Suspiria, Dario Argento's Suspiria, and there was like a post of all of these like weird like horror movies, weird like sci-fi movies, and there was a scene in House that was just like, it was like legs hanging, like kicking from a light, and the girls running back and forth. I was like, what the hell is this? I need to see this like right now. So it turns out that my one brother actually had House, so that's how I wound up watching it, and I was just like, I need my own copy, I need it right now, like this is super fucking genius and I want to watch this again so much. So I wound up getting it in the latest round of the Criterion, the 50% off Criterion DVD Blu-ray collection at Barnes & Noble. So it is like one of my cherished movies now because it's just so nuts. Absolutely love it. And I really hope you guys go watch House if you haven't seen it. It's super, super funny. So that was my review for the 1977 Japanese horror film House. If you liked this review in any way, please give this video a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below. If you have seen House, what did you think of it? What was your favorite scene? Who was your favorite character? Whatever you got, leave them in the comments and we'll just have like a crazy discussion about it. And also, don't forget to click that subscribe button so that you can see future Let's Get Reels movie reviews, and also hit that bell notification as well, because I am not the greatest at posting videos lately. So if you hit that bell notification, you know right away when I do post a new movie review. And as always, keep watching movies and stay absolutely fabulous.